Hello friends, welcome back to the another video lecture of software engineering subject. Currently, we are discussing about advanced topics in software engineering. In previous video lecture, we have discussed two topics: component based software engineering and client server software engineering. In today's video lecture, we are going to discuss about two more advanced topics. First one is web engineering and second one is computer aided software engineering. Okay, so let's start with web engineering. Web engineering is the process used to create high quality web applications. Web engineering is not a perfect clone of software engineering, but it borrows many of software engineering fundamental concepts, emphasizing the same technical and management activities. Web engineering, in short, we can say it WebE, is concerned with the establishment and use of sound scientific engineering and management principles. It is a systematic approach to the successful development, deployment, and maintenance of high quality web based systems and applications. We will discuss about the web engineering process. The characteristics of web based application have an impact on the WebE process. Immediacy and continuous evaluation require an iterative incremental process model that produces web app releases in rapid sequence. The network intensive nature of applications in the domain suggests a population of users that is diverse and an application architecture that can be highly specialized. Because web apps are often content driven with an emphasis on ethics. It is likely that parallel development activities will be scheduled within the WebE process and evolved a team of both technical and non-technical people. This is the framework for web engineering. Here we can see that our customer evaluation, formulation, planning, analysis, engineering, page generic testing. So here we can say our a model is used, that is the incremental model. So for web engineering we will use our incremental model. Here we have content design, production. On this side we have architectural design, navigation design, interface design that we will provide into this phase. After it will generate page generation and testing. After it will have customer evaluation. If we are starting with, then our first stage with formulation, after it we will have planning, after we will have analysis. From the analysis we will go to the designing part. Then our content design, production, architectural design, navigation design and interface design will be there. It will be given to this phase, and this will be the continue process for the incremental model. As web app evolves from the static to dynamic, the need to apply solid management and engineering principle grows. To accomplish this, it is necessary to develop a WebE framework that encompasses an effective process model. The WebE process begins with a formulation, an activity that identifies the goal and objective of the web app and establishes the scope for the first increment. Planning estimates overall project cost and evaluates risk associated with the development effort. Defines a finally granulated development schedule for the initial web app increment and a more granular schedule for subsequent increments. Analysis establishes technical requirement for the web app and identifies the content items that will be incorporated. Requirements for graphic design are also defined. The engineering activity incorporate with parallel task illustrated on the right side of figure. Means this part, content design and content production are tasks performed by the non-technical member of the web team, and intent of this task is design, produce and acquire all text, graphic, audio and video content data to be integrated into the web app. Page generation is a construction activity that makes heavy use of automated tool for web app creation. Testing exercise. Web app navigation attempts to uncover error in script and form, ensure that the web app will operate correctly in different environments, for example with different browsers. Each increment produced as part of the webby process is reviewed during customer evaluation. This is the point at which changes are requested, or we can say scope extension occur. Now we will discuss about the computer aided software engineering, second our today's topic. In short, also we can say as a CASE. A CASE means computer aided software engineering tool is a generic term used to denote any form of automated support for software engineering. A CASE tool means any tool used to automate some activity associated with software development. A primary reason for using a CASE tool is to increase productivity and to help produce better quality software at lower cost. This is the component of CASE. CASE repository will have design generator, analysis tool, code generator, database generator, prototyping tool, screen and report generation, security and version control, error checking tool, document generator, drawing tool. So here we can see that in CASE repository all the tools will be available which we can use, and we can decrease our cost and we can increase our productivity. So CASE repository means central component of any CASE tool, also known as information repository or data dictionary. It will be the centralized database, allows easy sharing of information between tool and SDLC activities, used to store graphical diagram and prototype form and reports during analysis and design workflows, provide wealth of information to project manager and allows control over project. It also facilitates reusability. Second one is diagrammic tool. Allows you to represent a system and its component visually. Allows higher level process to be easily decomposed and can examine processes or data models at high or low level. Next is screen and report generator. It is used to create, modify and test prototype of computer display and reports. It identifies which data item to display or collect for each screen or report. Some tools have templates also. Analysis tool. It generates reports that help identify possibly inconsistencies, redundancies and omissions, or we can say deficiencies. Generally, it focuses on diagram completeness and consistency, data structure and uses. Next one is CASE documentation generator tool. It creates standard report based on content of repository. Need textual description of requirements, solution, diagram of data and processes, prototype form and reports, program specification and user documentation, High quality documentation lead to 80% reduce in system maintenance effort to average quality documentation. Now, case tool taxonomy means how we can classify the case tools. Business process engineering tool. It will be represent business data object, their relationship and flow of the data object between company business areas. Next are the process modeling and management tools. They represent key element of processes and provide links to other tools that provide support to define process activities. Next are the project planning tools. They use to cost and effort estimation and project scheduling. Next are the risk analysis tools. They help project manager build risk tables by providing detailed guidance in the identification and analysis of risk. Next are the requirement tracing tools. They provide systematic database like approach to tracking requirement status beginning with specification. Next are the metric and management tool. They manage project specific metric that provide an overall identification of productivity or quality. Next are the documentation tool. They provide opportunities for improved productivity by reducing the amount of time needed to produce work products. Next are the system software tools. They are the network system software, object management service, distributed component support and communication software. Quality assurance tools. They provide metrics tools that audit software, determine compliance with the language standard or tool that extract metric to project the quality of software. Next are the database management tools. RDBMS and OODBMS serve as the foundation for the establishment of the case repository. Next are the software configuration and management tools. They uses the case repository to assist with all SCM tasks, means identification, version control, change control, audit and status accounting. Next are the analysis and design tools. It enables the software engineer to create analysis and design model of the system to be built, perform consistent checking between modules. Next are the simulation tools. Simulation tools provide software engineer with ability to predict the behavior of real-time system before they are built and creation of interface mockups for customer review. Next are the interface design and development tools. Toolkits of interface component often part environment with a GUI to allow rapid prototyping of user interface designs. Next are the prototyping tools. They enables rapid definition of screen layout, data design and report generation. Next are the programming tools. In it, compilers, editor, debugger, OO programming environment, graphical programming environment, application generator and database queries will be there. Next is web development tool. It assists with the generation of web page, text, graphics, forms, scripts, applets, etc. Integration and testing tools. In it, there will be data acquisition, static measurement, dynamic measurement and test measurement will be there. In data acquisition, they get data for testing. In static measurement, it will analyze source code without using test case. And in dynamic measurement, analyze source code during execution. Next are the static analysis tools. It will be the code-based testing rules, specialized testing languages, requirement-based testing tools. Dynamic analysis tool. Intrusive tool modifies source code by inserting probes or we can say inquiry to check path converge, assertion or execution flow. Test management tools coordinate regression testing, compare actual and accept output, conduct batch testing and serve as generic test drives. Next is client server testing tools. Is exercise the GUI and network communication requirement for the client and server. Next is re-engineering tool. Re-engineering to specification tools generates analysis and design model from source code. Next is code structuring and analysis tool. It analyzes program syntax, generate control flow graph and automatically generates a structured program. In re-engineering, next is online system re-engineering tool. It will use to modify online database. So these are the 4 advanced topics in software engineering. First is the component based software engineering, second is client server software engineering, third is web engineering, and fourth is computer aided software engineering, or we can say CASE. So this is it for today's video lecture. If you like this video, then like, comment and subscribe. Also share it with your friends. Thank you friends.